Hello, and welcome to a Demajen tries for the demo of Bo, Path of the Teal Lotus. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce it. Is it Bo? Is it Boo? Is there some? I don't know. I don't know. Before I hit the play button, I would like to offer an apology to you, the viewer, and to the developers of the game. I started playing this last night. I played about 35 minutes of the demo, and I started playing it at a time when I was already quite tired and I was lacking energy, and I started to feel by about the 30-minute mark that I wasn't offering particularly insightful or interesting or really showing the impressions that I was actually having. I couldn't find the words, I couldn't find the energy. But equally, I don't just want to start the demo over and claim that these are my first impressions, because I feel that that is utterly disingenuous. So, what I'm going to do is, after I finish this introduction, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to make it super duper clear that we're starting the game off for the very first time using the footage that I recorded yesterday. And then there'll be a really obvious cut. And again, I'll say this in the editing so that nobody is misled. And I will then add in the stuff that I am about to play. And just so that we are super duper clear, at the time of recording this introduction, I have played 4.5% completion of, I'm assuming that's the full game as opposed to just the demo. And I've played for 34 minutes. I've collected 4 out of 9 hearts. They're lives, essentially, aren't they? And 374 currencies. So you can tell I'm not, fobbing you off with anything. That's where I finished my first play session. And as I said, I shouldn't have started playing this yesterday, but I was quite excited because I didn't know the demo was out. So I loaded it up after I'd done some stuff on 9 Souls, and I should have waited until I'd had a good night's sleep and came back fresh. So my apologies for the first 30-ish minutes of this playthrough, in the sense that I sound probably quite tired or maybe even bored. I wasn't bored. I was actually really enjoying what I was playing, although I've got some thoughts which I want to see if those bear fruit in the section that I'm about to play. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I imagine that makes sense. So, from your perspective, onwards with the first 30 minutes of gameplay that I recorded yesterday. From my perspective, I'm about to carry on with the second half, and I'm going to have a really weird cut, for me at least, here. Let's go. Let's see what this is like. I'm hoping it's good, since I Kickstarter backed it. Cute things. Frame rate's not great. And that is a character introduction. Drifting tear of moon, where bamboo of crimson loom, the teal lotus blooms. Okay. Very first impressions. I've not had any hands-on time with Bo whatsoever. We've got quite a lot of air control. There's clearly something left at the start. We've got D-pad movement. What I don't have is any abilities. We've got nothing on any of the buttons. Ooh, spooky thing in the background. Oh. Right, so it's not bound anything to the touchpad. Oh no, it's bound to inventory to the touchpad. Daruma wheel. Ah, R3 for map. Okay. So. Very painterly style. Kind of brush strokes. Weapons, key items, resources, quests, Daruma. Once active, press triangle to consume tea. Achieve the boiling... Okay, I don't understand what any of this is currently. There are things that we can find. It's very busy. And there's quite a lot passing in front of the camera, which I'm really not a fan of. Unfortunately. Ew. What do we have here? I must say, I have been so far unimpressed with the Tentahana that scamper about these forests. And it would seem that on this evening the celestial spit ejected from the heavens is especially egregious. It's so incredibly tiny. My respect for the Kami evaporates with your every exhalation. Now be gone, a backwards beast, to the bamboo thicket you rumbled out of. I will spare you from an expedited exorcism. Wait. That earring you wear. Now, there is something of interest. A peculiar relic. It is clear the Kami grow careless with their celestial gifts recently. Or perhaps I've underestimated you. Only one way to find out. Please, drink this. It should unlock the true form of that earring you wear. Is this the tea drinking thing? Earring transformation unlocked the Equinox staff. Your earring can now transform into the Equinox staff. This is your basic attack. It can be used as a reliable source of damage when defeating enemies. You should be able to use your earring as a staff now. Go ahead and test it out by breaking the bamboo wall to the right. Oh, saving shrine. Shrop. Shrop? Shrop. Yes. English. Key building. As in its key. Yeah. NPC. Fast travel. Huh. I should have foreseen that relic growing feeble from rotting in your oversized yet inferior ear. Have you seen these young crimson bamboo in the forest? You should be able to harvest these to use as reinforcement for your staff. Go back and harvest 10 and bring them here. I shall turn that dainty toothpick into something slightly more respectable. Out of pity, no other reason. Bamboo, bulk up. Okay. Yes, stuff in the foreground, not a fire. No dear. Oh dear. I'm sure this is fine. We're probably going to need to bulk up a little faster than that. I found a thing! I don't know what it was, but... Keep them coming. I'm obviously going all the way back over to the left now to see whether I can get up to that. I like how painterly the moon is. Delicious bamboo. I don't think I need this. Well, I don't need this many. Stone inscription. Bouquet of moonlight. When darkness has eclipsed her, await the teal bud. That's the edge of the map. And they have very kindly prevented us from bouncing ourselves off it. Little bit of reflection. The controller is rumbling as something fierce with each of these footsteps. Save little, save often. Oh, bunnies! Run away, bunnies! Ah, you've completed my request. Obedience to a fault like a dull puppy. Perhaps you could be of some use to me in the future, but for now, hand me those bamboo bundles. That should do it. Now, try to forge a new path forward through those burly bamboo and meet the misshapen creatures beyond. It may be dangerous to go alone, but so be it. New item. Tea kettle. Hold L2. While grounded. To sip tea. You will be immobilized and your health will be restored at his slow rates. Okay. So this is our heal system. I am fine with this. Tis us, the previously foreshadowed misshapen creatures. I bet you didn't expect more dialogue so soon, but you are still new and require guidance. Please ignore the incoherent babbling of my unfortunate appendage. He claims to be able to see beyond this realm, but it is perhaps immediately clear to you that he spouts nothing but nonsense. What? A vision this way comes. See? Do I, a well-dressed rodent, swing their staff and hit this paper lantern spirit. Huh, an auspicious coincidence. Or something more. Okay, so hitting the hitting those resets our jump for now. Yeah, it's a pogo mechanic. No. Oh yes, and we can jump again from it. Ghosty! Dead ghosty. I assume there's a reason why we can continue collecting this. I have found this thing. I don't understand what they are, but we've got a little collection counter for them in the top right, so one assumes they have some value. It'll take me a while to get used actually to how that works. Oh, you're enemies. Yes, we are continuing to collect bamboo. I mean, so far, this feels good. Not doing anything particularly outstanding, but sometimes you just want a game that does something that is familiar to you. Guess I'm supposed to be able to get into there. Oops. Right, are those... Yes, those leaves are our health, I think. Gain an extra jump by attacking. Oh no, gain an extra jump by attacking enemies with square while in the air. I think this... The icon for the square button has actually faffed around with the text there. Come over here. A little bit easy to lose track of oneself. Okay, spooky background. Can't get through that. Our bamboo is not strong enough. Gonna need some special power. Oh, hey. Squawk! Here's another vision. The fox flies freely over gaping canyons, teal petal showers in their wake. Pure poppycock. Oh, well, if it isn't my little tea kettle thief. Where do you get off running off with the possession of a superior higher being? Excuse me, that was rude. I haven't had my tea for a while. One can find themselves quite irritable without it. So this is when you hand over my tea kettle that you ran off with. No? Filthy calmly dropping. You know what? I shall let you keep the kettle. It's an infinitely benevolent being. I think we can come to an agreement here. I'm feeling a bit weary, not having a steady flow of tea this evening, and I need an especially potent brew to rejuvenate. In this cave lies a beast whose eyeball would make an excellent ingredient in a tea. It would have fixed me right up. If you hurry, I might even share a sip with you as well. But alas, there seems to be some sort of impenetrable wall here. Whatever will you do? What indeed? Oh, that's an enemy. Can I bounce off those? I cannot. Okay, let's drink some tea. Ooh, okay. So it takes a fair number of charges. Five charges for a... Oh, a blessing from the moon kami. Here, I must be the luckiest Kadama in the land. How have you found me? I seem to be in a bit of a sticky situation. Needs a space after the ellipsis there. You see, I came outside of my cave to find new armor pillow to join my flock, and clumsy old me fell down to this pit. Now I don't quite know what to do next. Well, at least I have some company now. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Speaking of company, what in strange garden is that thing? Hide. Kiwi Kiwi Bozu. Damn it. Nah. Drink of the tea, Demajen. I think I won. Did I win? I think I won. Either that or I died. No, I did. Is he gone? That sure was a close one. You must be stronger than you look to have scared him off. I myself may look intimidating, but I could never have gotten rid of that demon as swiftly as you. It seems like the creatures of this forest grow more restless recently. And look, the armadillo have returned. Ah, but that is beside the point right now. How can I thank you? I know. How about we share some tea while we figure out how to get out of here? Sure. Oh. Do. I've got a baseball bat. Bamboo bat. Your earring can now transform into the bamboo bat. Hold circle near objects with a blue glowing circle around them. Aim with L. Release to bats. Okay. Huh. Sure. Nice. You have a pillow, virtually indestructible. Okay. Yeah, so we have to hit it up into the air first. What the hell is that? It's apparently a currency. I'm assuming I'm supposed to be hitting this. It's possible that there's already one. Oh no. So I did need to take it with me. Wow, I must say I'm almost slightly impressed. But don't get ahead of yourself. You still make good on our agreements. Enter the cave, get the eye of the beast. The old tea kettle will be yours to keep. Okay. Uzumaki Cave. Exploded into rocks, like you do. Take a look at our map. Teal ore. Good for something, I am sure. That was totally planned. That just takes us back over the top. It does. Yes. So far, the art style is very nice. Oops. Yes, the art style is very nice, but the gameplay has been reasonably simplistic so far. Ah, I should have left the enemy alive. We shall have to come back to you. Do we have any markers? We do not have custom markers. That is a shame. I'm a big believer in custom map markers. Yeah, the way we get the extra jump from hitting these things. Oh dear. We have a couple of options here. Oops. A flower with a rabbit-shaped blossom. Cannot pick it yet. Yes, this all seems very, very focused on the pogo as a mechanic. We've also got quite a slow drop speed. A set of lavish offering tables. 3 of them are empty. So I guess we need to find something to put on the offering tables. It is fortunate that the pogo mechanic actually feels pretty decent. Hello. Well, hello there, tiny Tentahana. I thought your kind had all fled from these parts. Don't mind me, I'm but a humble traveller myself. My travels now mainly involve trips to the bamboo forests. Why is bamboo capitalised but forest isn't? To relieve the rabbits' huts of their recently abandoned belongings. Oh, Your eyes, my friend, they shine brightly like the moon itself. A treasure to be coveted. May I have them? I will give you a special gift in return. It will surely attract wealth and prosperity, yes? Will you give me your eyes? Oh, how disgusting. I was obviously only joking. Your imminent dismemberment is best left to future yokai encounters. Although I do find your naive enthusiasm quite adorable. Is a price of 50 foxfire for my special gift more agreeable? Fine investment. You are a creature who has excellent taste in special gifts. Here you go. New item. Prosperity. Umamori received. It's a magnet power. And yes, today I am feeling extraordinarily generous and I will supply you with a free gift with your purchase. Umamori strap. Okay. Okay. Aha. Okay. So it's a charm system of sorts. Okay, those are in fact spikes. They look like spikes. So I'm not surprised by this. Okay, so stuff that we knock out of enemies. Oop. Those are marked on the map after we find them. We've got another option over here, hadn't we, for ways to go. Let's drink some tea. Yes, the artwork is very, very nice, but the gameplay itself is pretty straightforward right now. I do quite like the emphasis on the pogo mechanic, admittedly. It's certainly a more, I don't want to say generic, a more kind of normal metroidvania experience than Nine Souls was, although they are somewhat similar in kind of, well, kind of artistic influence, I guess. I see you found your way into Uzumaki Cave. It is dark and gloomy. A feisty Daruma doll named Chomper. Thanks. You are now the caretaker of the Daruma doll known as Chomper. Make it active by holding L1 and selecting it. And secondly, Kodama Charcoal. This charcoal allows you to produce heat while engaged in airborne combat. To start producing heat, start a combo while in the air. You produce more heat the more you attack enemies in this state. Once enough heat is produced, your tea kettle will reach the boiling state. While your tea kettle is in the boiling state, any Daruma summon will gain an eye, temporarily enhancing its ability. Okay. So this is definitely more. Definitely got some more depth to it. Okay, so different statuses. Tap triangle to consume tea and summon Chomper to dash in a straight line in front of you. Okay. So it's a projectile spell. Whoa. Oops. Ooh. Right, we've got a decent chunk of slowdown for that, which is good because it means I can actually spend some time aiming. Particle effects. Right, I wasn't very sure about the meter that we got for our chomping friends. It looks like it only works when the combo is still going. So it's not a meter that you store up. Sod off, cat. Okay. Oh, I'm out of... Yeah, so you can see the meter. We need a gold key to get through there. Well, we're not getting across there without some kind of dash ability. I find it quite odd that just the way the heal meter is currently working. Hello. Yes. Yes, indeed. It's weird because I was just thinking that to myself. Right, I'm going to have to take a quick break here. But first impressions are okay. I mean, I'm not blown away. I'm struggling to think of anything kind of super, ooh, how exciting, how different, how new and novel. Which is weird, actually, because the actual kind of tea and heat gauge and stuff like that, it's like, that actually is quite novel. You know, this Daruma system is like, okay, I can see that this could have some potentially interesting effects. We've got a charm system with apparently quite a lot of different charms that can be equipped. Yeah, I'm going to play some more of this and, you know, figure something out. But I do need to take a quick break. So, more after this cut. So, it is the dawn of the second day, so to speak. We are back. This is the really obvious cut that I was talking about in my introduction, which I've literally just finished recording because that's how video editing goes. I can't for the life of me remember what I was doing. You always seem to show up when I needed you the most. My armoured pillows have all wandered off in my absence. What am I going to do? They must be cold and lonely without the mighty Shimiji to protect them. There are 4 of them. And I've got to whack them back to him. Armour pillow assembly? Okay. Let's go and assemble ourselves some armour pillows. Got to try and remember the controls. Yes. I remember some of these things, but not all of these things. Okay, that does quite a lot of damage. What's that thing stuck in the wall? Ah! Methinketh that is a switch. And if I do this... Oh, shoot. Go, go! You look like you've seen a ghost. The demons won't hurt you now. I have found one of them. I've also taken enough damage that I require the drinking of tea. As a British person, you might think that I must have a particular affinity for tea. This is not true at all. I am one of those... Oops. I'm one of those very odd British people that actually doesn't drink tea. Did that send... Oh, I didn't think I was going to get that. Pendula, you've returned. Go, we'll be pleased. Somebody's unhappy with me. Nice. Just remember these things take 2 hits. Oh. Oh dear. I'm just going to leap straight into that. Because I am a spoon. Okay, you're dead. Aha! I see you, Armor Pillow. Where'd you go? I have never been... Oh, do they bounce off the bouncers? Interesting. I've never been very good at aiming these kinds of things. No. Haha! Amy! I knew you would come back. Or Ame, or however you pronounce that. So, that is 3. There's one more. I'm going to hazard a guess. Where? It is over here. Huh. Well, I'm sure you can all pretend that you didn't see that at all. Huh. I'm assuming that was the game over music. Yes. Right, it has at least saved them here. Right, that's the door. No, we do need to go... Need to go up and over again. But better. Okay, so they can't get stuck in... Yes, as suspected, I need to hit the switch with it. Why do you keep hitting the ceiling? No, okay. Am I missing something here? Okay, that worked. Okay, that got you out. There we go. Mamoru, stubborn, yet you can't stay away. Welcome back. Nope. Just walk straight into you. Hurrah! We have survived. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Would you believe it? They all came back. Did you have something to do with it? Nah, nothing to do with me. Ever since I met you, things are looking up for Shimiji. Here, have this. It's a Shita key. A key shaped like a mushroom. Unlocks an area in Uzumaki Cave where an unruly beast slumbers. Okay. A surprising amount of map for a demo. Unlocks an area. I'm assuming it's going to be that keyhole there. I would hazard a guess. Why did that not? Nice. Oh. Oh, you can hit that out the air as well. It's good to know. Yes, you can essentially pogo off everything. Right, an unruly beast. I've lost myself. That's a nice cracking animation. Again, sometimes, like then. Maybe I'm just not pressing the button early enough. Can't get over there. Gonna need some kind of air dash. Don't have an air dash. Okay. So that... I was expecting it just to open one door as opposed to... Oops. Oh. Music's great. Oh, okay, that doesn't work. Oops. Nah. Oh, damn it. I have died. Okay. The impact on the tea kettle thing that we throw at each other is very lacking. It doesn't register as kind of like I'm hitting. Oh yes, you bounce. Maybe it's not hitting. Maybe that's the issue. Oh, damn it. Nope. Nope. Oh. Nah. Oh. Okay, so it gets more complicated. Yeah, the the missile thing that we fire across the screen, it really doesn't feel like it has an impact at all. Okay, so that doesn't slow them down or anything. Heal. Really? Okay. Oh. No, no. Okay, he doesn't stop. Okay, on the wall again. No, ceiling this time. Ooh. Finished off with that. An eye. Eye of the Beast. Commonly used to make a specially potent tea. Can I grab the shiny thing? I guess not. Well, I can now brew a specially potent tea. At least I will be able to. I need to take this back to... Oh, to you, in fact. I was tired of waiting. Have you found my ingredients yet? Yes. Hand it over quickly. Now, as promised, you can drink a bit too, but only a sip. Do. You got... Air dash. Earring transformation unlocked. Dash forwards in the direction you are facing. Cross gaps too far to reach by jumping. Dodge enemies and their attacks. Now, the rest is for me, but remember, with every sip of tea, a latent gift will be set free. Now leave me be. Go see what else there is to see. I suggest you exit this musty cave the same way you came in. Eye of the Beast. Complete. Ooh, that is quite generous. Yeah, that feels like a fairly substantially substantial distance is what I'm trying to say whilst I'm concentrating on platforming. Can't even speak. This is me refreshed and better than I was last night. Can't reach that. Yes, it feels like we get a fair chunk of horizontal distance with that. Hold on. This is the way I came in? I don't think this is the way I came in. I think this is a difference. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Keep up, camera. Ah, you. I remember you. Yes, this is where we equipped our first charm. We're out of there. Not quite enough height for that. I suppose I could attract the attention of an enemy and guide it down. I'm assuming that was a secret thing that I found yesterday that I've forgotten about. You can spend a lot of time in the air in this game, I'm feeling. Yes, up and out. Yes, everything here is designed to make you really consider, do I make the jump now, or do I wait ever so slightly and get some more height? And it's quite interesting. It's not hard so far, but I can see the potential for it becoming more challenging. And I'm quite intrigued as to kind of what that would look like. Yeah, not every game has to be super hard and super challenging, you know. Which is, I admit, it is not a philosophy that everybody likes. You know, but as I say all the time these days, you cannot please all of the people all of the time. Let's pretend that I did that perfectly. Ahem. There we go. Give me that bamboo. Yes. Huh. Yeah, you can get quite a lot of height off those. I wonder what kind of potential for sequence breaking there's going to be. Oh, come there. Come back. I want you to go and get that up there. No. Ah. That's what I was trying to do in my... Ooh. Currency chest. Right, a fox flies over here, you say? Who? Undeniably unbelievable. That's me. Ooh. This place looks like it's seen better days. You again. Huh. Fast... I was about to say, is this going to be our fast travel system? And then I looked at the map and it said fast travel, so... Young Blossom, how your birth has been blessed. Those bright eyes behind your mask have been shielded from the events that transpired before your arrival. I am Rozu, the last of the Usagi clan in these bamboo forests. I emerged from my secluded hut this eve to find my clan wilting in piles of cinder and ash. You are taking that rather well, then. Folk tales say we Tentahana bloom in the wake of tragedy, and you would seem to be living proof. But all these folk tales are just stories for children, no? And yet a tiny Teal Lotus stands before me on my hour of need. Beyond this bridge lies peril and uncertainty. It is why few from my clan rarely ever left these forests. But it would seem now they were smarter than the ones who remained. Alas, hope dwindles here. Perhaps it is best for me to wilt on my own terms and strum my final requiem as the moon sets on the last night of the Usagi clan. And that's a little bit. I can see from how you brazenly... I love the word brazenly. How you brazenly trek forward that you are a more courageous adventurer than I. Perhaps there is still hope to hang to. I ask a favour of you. Take this Usagi scroll. It is a message, a plea to my scattered kin. Our homeland may be scarred, but it isn't lost. Not yet. Of the Usagi Tentahana that have strayed beyond this bridge, I know of 3. Perhaps they may kindle the spirit of our clan. They are Mitsuki, the golden hibiscus, Mikami, the white magnolia, and Moki, the black orchid. Find them, stranger. Deliver the scroll. Persuade them to come back to our crimson forest. Help us rebuild our home and our hope. And finally, take this to help you on your journey. To charm. Initiative. When equipped, this Omamori increases your attack damage when you interrupt your dash with a basic attack. May Tsukiyomi forever light your path. Teal Lotus. Okay, we've only got one. What did we have? Yes, that was the currency magnets. We will keep that equipped for now. I don't know how long this demo is. He says... Many more adventures await you in the full version of Bow Path of the Teal Lotus, coming out on July 18th, 2024. Wibble, wibble, wibble hands? Whoa. Oh, doggies. Lots of Domomu? I come to bargain. No. Whatever they are. But yes, I'm noticing in a lot. I'm noting in a lot of these clips that we are very airborne. Your time: 1 hour, 1 minute, 9 seconds, 49 milliseconds. Thoughts then? I need to play more in order to really make any kind of judgments as to what they are doing with the game. To me, and I don't mean any offense when I say this, but it all looks a little rough. And I know they're going for a specific visual style, and the actual feeling of the game, apart from that one shot, that special shot that we fired with triangle, which feels like it's got no impact whatsoever. The everything feels tight. It feels responsive. It feels like most of the time it does what you would expect it to do. There's, some of the occasions when you're trying to hit those little armor pillow things, it's like they get caught on scenery. It's like, okay, whatever. But there's something about just the general look of the game that, I don't know, something isn't quite clicking for me. Can we let's rejoin the game where we are. Let's just see if I can kind of illustrate things. So, first of all, the map seems absolutely, okay. It's okay. It's not outstanding. It's very clear. It's clearly going for a very specific look. I think the icons are drawn very much for zooming in this far, which I think is realistically a bad idea. I think the icons should be drawn, at the kind of this kind of. They look very scratchy when zoomed out. Don't get me wrong, they are nicely drawn, but I would imagine that's our world map. Right, this is as far out as you can zoom. And I do not know, based on how clean this map is, I don't know why you would feel the need to zoom in this far. I mean, what realistically does that help with? You can't see anything in terms of your relationship with other areas. I mean, I would say that is probably the furthest in you are going to need to. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm the kind of person that looks at the map a lot because obviously I've got a terrible sense of direction. It's why I map metroidvania games. But I wouldn't need, based on how clean this map is, I wouldn't need to zoom in any further than this. So going all the way to this seems a bit excessive. But you can see, as you zoom out, the kind of more scratchy and pixelated the icons become. So I would consider a bit of a redraw of those. The artwork is very nice, but it's too detailed for, I think, the zoom level that people are going to be playing or needing or wanting. Or maybe it's just me. Again, just personal feedback. Otherwise, it's got nice colours on it. It's got a clear kind of visual style to it, but the level design hasn't been particularly interesting or amazing or whatever. Quest system seems fine. The dialogue seems fine. Chomper, that was the thing. Seems like it's got no mass to it, no impact whatsoever. This system seems absolutely fine. We know a charm system is going to be fine because, I mean, this is essentially the system from Blasphemous, isn't it? You've got your charm knots, your rosary knots, so you can put one onto it. These are your rosary beads. This is your rosary knot. Nothing wrong with that. It's a fine system. Works fine for me. This will be interesting if they can add a little bit of weight, I think, to it. The boiling state seemed quite difficult to get into at this stage in the game, and that is fine. It's all about staying in the air by the look of it. How well I'm going to do that, I don't know. I guess that will be part of the game's kind of skill floor / ceiling. But I think visually, I don't know. There's something about this art style which looks a little bit rough. And not in that kind of, oh, it's supposed to be paper cut. It's supposed to be, it looks a bit grainy, and it looks like maybe we could do with a little bit more separation of foreground and background. And didn't I say in the first bit, again keeping in mind that the first bit was yesterday, that there was a reasonable chunk of stuff in front of the camera, which obviously I'm realistically not a fan of. There we go. It's like that's a big chunk of rock to have in the way of what we can see. Rabbit? I think it could be this. I think my issue with the art style, and I talk about this when I talk about pixel art games and the consistency of pixel art. The idea behind my theory on pixel art games is that a unit or a pixel in a pixel art game should stay that way across all of your assets. So if what looks like a pixel is actually 6 pixels wide on your screen, it should stay the same. And if you take a look at... Do I have a mouse cursor? I do have a mouse cursor. If you take a look at the kind of lines around this versus the lines around this versus the lines around our character, they're all different. They're all different levels of fineness. Now, obviously, there's no way this late in development that all of the assets could be redrawn so that they are more unified. But there is a mismatch in terms of, this is the kind of detail level around our character versus this is the detail level around another character. It just feels a little bit incongruous. But otherwise, I think that's realistically my kind of... I think that's my issue. I'm not sure, is what it boils down to. Good work, Dema. I do not really know what my problem is, and I'm wondering if at some point, having played more of the game, I will be able to more clearly state what the problem that I'm having is. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, I think coming off the back of 9 Souls is perhaps a little bit unfair due to the very different play style of this game. This seems very laid back and gentle and a little bit basic in comparison to the fact that I've just been playing the end game with all the upgraded abilities of 9 Souls. So maybe, maybe I've got an issue there, but it's a very personal one. It's not an issue with the game whatsoever. It just feels a little bit basic as of now. Not that that's a bad thing, not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just an observation based around what I'm seeing and what I'm playing and so on and so forth. It's been fun though. How are they going to evolve it in terms of its different abilities and so on and so forth? I'm quite intrigued by. But yeah, those I think are my thoughts on the demo of Bow. Everything seems fine, but it's not blowing me away in any shape or form. And I know there were some people out there, some people who perhaps been playtesting the game or this, that, the other, might be a bit disappointed with that particular take. But yeah, I mean, I've already paid for the game because I backed the game on Kickstarter, I believe. So it's not like I don't believe in the project and think it's going to be a bad game. I'm not seeing anything here that's really kind of wowing me. Yeah, the controls are great. The setup is fine. I'm sure the mythology. Are we supposed to get like a huge chunk of extra distance from a dash jump? Because it seems like we get an awful lot of extra speed. Don't know. Yeah, the other thing is that some of the screens look quite busy because there's all of these things all over the place to bounce off. Again, that might cause kind of visual clutter. I don't know. I need to play more. I need to play more is what it boils down to. I'm not saying that this is a bad game, that it's going to be a bad game. I'm just saying that right now it all comes across as just a little bit basic in comparison to the other games that I've played recently. So, yeah, as a demo, it's not wowed me, but I'm already on board because I've already paid for the game. Hopefully I haven't offended anybody or peed anybody off by saying that. But that's always the danger of putting your opinion out there on the internet, isn't it? I'm going to leave that there because otherwise I'm just going to ramble. You know what I'm like. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Have you tried the bow demo for yourself? Am I even pronouncing that vaguely correctly? You know, Teal I can pronounce, Lotus I can pronounce, but give me a letter with an accent over it, I do not know what to do. Because I'm a filthy, filthy British person who can only do English. So, apologies. Apologies. Until next time, stay safe, stay fabulous. For myself and the Teal Lotus, cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.